Alright guys, so today's episode, what would be better in a gearbox? A nylon gearbox, metal gearbox, plastic gearbox. So come with me and you'll find out which is better. Okay guys, so what is better for your blaster's gearbox? It depends on what build you're going for. So this one I've got a metal gearbox and I've taken the fucking charging handle out like an idiot, but that's because I don't really want to show you the gearbox. But this has a V2 LDX advanced gearbox, which has been basically filed out, cleaned up, radiused out. So radiusing is the basically filing out the corners of where your cylinder sits, so it won't crack there. I've already done that to this blaster. This is my Speedy Gonzalez blaster. But basically, this one has a metal gearbox and it's built for Speedsoft. Is it better? Yes and no. But this I'm comparing to the standard nylon gearbox that comes in the SLRs. Nylon is generally the best for stressing. It doesn't basically doesn't really crack. It stretches and bends before you even see it crack. Nylon's famous for that property. That's why a lot of people want to print or 3D print with it. This is just PETG. That's why I've used it. It's just cheap plastic that I've used. But anyway, so that's SLR. So what a full metal gearbox you may see is the Classic Army. Forgive me for not having the stock on, excuse me. But basically I'll put an SLA hand guard on it. Basically, this is a full metal gearbox, comes from Tack Edge, has metal gears. It comes with a 1.2 spring or a M1, pretty sure it's M150 or 100, can't remember, to be certain. I'm too tired, I haven't had much sleep and I've just moved the wardrobe. So, basically it's a full metal casted steel from memory, or casted aluminium. Not casted aluminium. And yeah, it's, if not radiused, it won't hold up. Basically it came with a 7.1. I can use an 11 volt, but because I've radiused it and did some other stuff to it, like changed the gears, because the gears that I found in it weren't that good. Changed them to Lonex gears, to, what did I put in this one? I think 18:1 gears, just to have a high torque. I've got a high torque motor in it, high torque brushless motor in it, so it's a lot better. So now I'll get to the plastics. So this is my new AK-74U. I'll do another video about it soon. Basically, this is a nylon gearbox. Before I even see it crap out, oh no, I'm pretty sure this is a nylon gearbox. Make sure of it, actually. Yep, nylon. So basically, some AKs might come with metal, some AKs might come with a plastic, some AKs might come with a nylon. This one came with a nylon with metal gears. Why can this one have metal gears and be a nylon gearbox? It's simple. It's because inside it might have bushes instead of bearings, which is a lot better for stress. Bearings makes it smoother. So if you want a speed QB blaster, that's an AEG. I would use bearings 13:1 gears, but just because it was smoother and less stress, and a lower grade spring. By lower grade, I mean like a 1 point, so M100, M150 is the max, to M120 to M90. I've chucked an M90 in that before, and that did really well. It only reached what 200 and fucking 216 FPS, and it did really well. This, however, I don't know the FPS yet. I haven't tested it. That is now got an M120 spring in it, and smoother, a lot better, and I'm happy with it. Mind you, I'm talking about the Speedy Gonzalez build that's just sitting just here. Just here. So, mind you, with this, the gearbox is nylon, so wouldn't see much fractures. Wouldn't see the stress fracture on where the actual cylinder sits, unlike metal, because metal doesn't like to vibrate a lot. It doesn't like to move a lot. Where nylon, it can move, it can sway, can stress a bit more. It's like a sponge. I'll explain it like this. Nylon's like a rough sponge. It likes to move. It's still rigid, but it likes to move. Where metal and plastics, they don't like to move. They don't like stress on them. They don't like, or a lot of stress on them. Metal can take a lot more stress than plastic, where nylon can take shit ton more stress, just because of the sponginess. Basically, plastic is the same as metal, except lower fucking grade, low grade. You get a blast with plastic, my suggestion is go find a nylon blaster kit, a nylon kit for it, a nylon gearbox kit. Change it to nylon, put metal gears if you want, or nylon. Don't have plastic because plastic's just shit. Plastic's famous for fracturing, bursting, just because of the stress, and if you do a spring upgrade, it's not going to last at all. But basically, this will be in my next video, hopefully. If you got any other questions, guys, feel free to ask. To the guy that's asking about the 11 volts in the Classic Army, the SLR build and that I've done, you can have 11 volt. I've radiused it, which you need to do if you're going for an 11 volt, especially for the speed. The metal gearbox can't last with it. Eventually it will fracture, and eventually the front end will just burst out because of the fractures. What my saying would be is, as soon as you get the blaster, check if it's metal. If it's metal, radius it as soon as you can. All you have to do is basically get a file and just go in and file it. What I'm saying is, if I had the gearbox, I could show you. But basically, where that hole is for the cylinder, you get the little corners, just file them a little bit. Don't do the rest of the box, just do those little corners. Just file all 4 of them. Plastics, fuck them off. Nylon, which is a different plastic, harder plastic and softer plastic, don't have to do any of that shit. Just watch the spring that you're doing. Max, I would say, is 120 for a spring. And yeah, just watch how you go, because they do like to warp and move. So yes, you'll have to check the warpage, check how much it moves and that. The standard SLRs gearboxes, if you're going for a V2 gearbox, it's pretty fucking good. AK gearboxes are awesome. The La Jolla AUG gearboxes, fuck it off, buzz it off, don't touch it, don't use it. My guess with the La Jolla gearboxes, if they eventually do, I think a company will be making a metal one soon, and then go from there. Hopefully we get metal AK gearboxes, because then I can show you what is able to be done on there. That's all, guys. I'm going to say that's all. If you got any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. Make sure you subscribe, guys. It helps me a lot. It helps me make videos, because I haven't done one for about almost a month now, because I've been busy cleaning up my room at my parents', because I can't go back to New South Wales yet. Other than that, like and subscribe. That's all you have to do. Cheers, guys.